Well, hello, strangers.
Hello, it's been a while.
Quite a while. We just
Yeah.
thought we'd pop on here because we've had so many people inquiring about these patches that we've been talking about, and people are getting a little, what do you call it, excited. So we're just here to, inform you a little tiny bit on what these extraordinary patches are all about. So
Yeah, so I was introduced to them about a year and a half ago, and I've been always looking for something that isn't a drug, that's natural, that I can use either as a supplement to help my body be healthy. And I came across this product, and at first it was for my dog because my dog is getting older. It's an 11-year-old Rottweiler. His name's Merlin. So I just knew he was getting a little bit sore when he walks, and getting up and down was a little bit harder for him. So I thought, well, I'm going to get these patches. And when I started with the company, we had a product called Ice Wave, which is good for inflammation and discomfort. So it takes that away. But the reason I really started was for a product called X39. And it's a product that helps your body create master cells, which repair and regenerate. So after the first month of not having them, I started using them for myself because I hurt my knee. And seeing the results that I had with that had got me so excited. And that's the beauty of the products that we're talking about. So maybe what we can do is just briefly, I'm not going to go into too much science, I don't think, because you can always do your research, and you probably will anyway.
absolutely,
But
we prefer you do your research.
yeah, don't just believe what comes from us and everybody else. Do your own research. But Dr. David Schmidt came up with these patches, and they're a patch, but they're non-transdermal. So you may have used a patch like for quitting smoking. They give you a patch that has nicotine in it, and it goes into the body. But this isn't what a non-transdermal patch does. A non-transdermal means nothing from the patch goes into the body. What it is working on is the light and the heat from your body, and it reflects that what's in the patch is peptides that are waking up in your body. They're not in the patch, they're in your body. So it's waking up and activating certain peptides in your body to go to work and do what your body naturally will do, which is heal itself. So the X39 will show you the size of what these patches are. They're very little, very small.
They're about the size of a toonie.
Yeah. And they go on the body in certain locations. They actually use the old science of acupuncture points. And they have tested these clinically. There's science research done on all of them. So you can also look those up, and you can check our websites or message us if you want more information on the actual science. But the X39 is the one that I was so excited about because the master cell is anti-aging. Because the reason you age is because your repair and regeneration system doesn't have those cells anymore. They deplete as we get older. So they get those cells activated again and working and creating more. So you actually will be anti-aging. You'll be going to a younger state than continuing to degenerate and break down. So they're very important in healing the body and the mind and the organs and everything that's going on with everybody.
It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
To be able to go in there and start waking everything up that goes dormant, and that's why we feel, tired and, achy and, all those little things, right? Because everything starts to just slowly deplete. And this here is just going to start elevating and start to make you feel the way we should be feeling. We should be feeling energized at any age, really. And so pretty much this is what this technology that we have today that can start helping us feel better.
Yeah.
And so that was the X39, and there's other patches as well. It's too much information, like we said, but there's a buzz going on. And so
Yeah,
we
lots of
thought
excitement.
we better get on here and start talking about this. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
there's some big people getting involved with this company.
yes.
And it's been around for 20 years. This company, actually the one that you're going to show your testimonial on, was the one that was the initial start.
Oh, yes.
And in the US, it's called Energy Enhancer. But in Canada, we had to repackage and rename it for Health Canada to say yes to them. So they are, that was the initial one. And it's a very interesting story of how he came up with that. And that's how the company blossomed into what it is today. And now it's the top direct selling company in wellness in the world. So after 20 years, the spark keeps getting bigger.
Yeah,
And
can you believe it's been 20 years?
Yeah.
And it's just starting to buzz. You know, when something big comes along, it's, you know, it takes a little bit of time because, you know, but here it is.
And it works. We wouldn't be here after 20 years if they didn't work. And the whole key to everything is we talk about longevity. When you're going to be doing something that's natural, you want to give it time because it takes time to break down your body. And if you're, say, like me, over 60, it took me, you know, I was looking at a month for every 10 years of life that I've already had to show me, okay, how am I going to feel after that? But for me, it never was just for the trial period because there's lots going on that I don't know about in my body. It could be something in an artery, it could be something in an organ that is the priority for your master cells to go to. They're not going to go to your knee at first if there's something more urgent to your life going on. So for me, it's a lifestyle. And wellness really is a lifestyle. And for me, I will be using these patches to ensure that the stuff I don't see is working properly.
Very well put. And that makes it, you know, because everybody wants a magic wand. I want the pain to go away today. I want this to go, you know, quickly go away. Well, how long did it take to get there? For, you know, if you've got some inflammation going on, and if you have some bigger issues that are going on, you know, people that are on medications, people that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time for obviously it to, you know, kick in and start working. Some people immediately feel it. So that's fantastic. But I ended up, Miss Corinne here, she says, hey, Lena, we're having this little event down in Qualica. There's a lady coming from California, and her name is Ta. Hi, Ta. And so anyways, I went out there to go check this out. I thought, okay, Miss Corinne, I'll go, you know, check this out and see what this is all about, right? Because it's always, you know, oh geez, what are they doing now, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I thought, okay, I'm gonna go check it out and see what's going on. And so I went there, and when I started listening to it, you know, when she was talking about this company and how it got started and blah blah blah, and about these patches, I was like quite engaged. I thought, isn't this interesting? So that day, like I said, Ta was here from California, and she had the energy patches that we didn't actually have in Canada.
Yeah.
But they are here, right in my little hand right here.
Yeah.
So Corinne had won the patches, so she gave me some patches to try, and that was my first time trying the patches. So I basically said, okay, I'm going to try these at work and see how I feel, and I went into the spa that day, and I felt really good. I can't explain to anybody how I felt. It wasn't like a jolt of coffee. It wasn't like a stimulant. It wasn't anything like that. I just felt really good. And the only way that I can explain that to anybody is like, you know, when you haven't slept for a few days and you're just exhausted, and you basically say, oh geez, you know, I'm not getting very much sleep, I better get to sleep tonight. Well, that's how I felt on them. I felt like I had the best sleep ever. I felt alert, I felt energized, and I just felt good. So that's my testimony of the energy patches, which are now called ENR Sparks. And I continued after that, and then I thought, how can I get my hands on these other patches? I want to try them out, and I pretty much tried every one of these patches when I ordered my package. And we've just been going, and that was at the end of August. So September, October, November, we're into December now, and yeah, we're still using them. My hubby was like, oh no, what is she doing now, you know, kind of thing. I said, well then I guess you're not going to be trying these patches then, are you? When he's continued, he feels really, really good on them too. And like Corinne had mentioned, you know, you know, with you're feeling good, and whatever it's doing in your body is obviously going to show outside of your body, of how you're looking, right? So if you're looking real, people are saying, geez, I look younger. You know, people are starting to say they look younger and what have you. Wow. I mean, who wouldn't? Because if you know that's coming from the outside that's showing, what is it actually doing inside, and how you're feeling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it seems like magic, that how they work, really, because there's nothing going in your body. And that's the hard thing for people to grasp, that you can put something on. Also taking into consideration the value of acupuncture points.
Yes.
Which is an old way of working with health. So actually combining that was a genius way, because of the flow that you get through those channels into the body to move energy. And the other point that is really important to keep in mind is that you have to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. And most people drink a lot of coffee, which also depletes your fluids. But you need to have that water to move, because there's also a cleansing that happens. You're moving things out as well. So I'm just blown away, and I can see why people have a hard time grasping it. But until you use them, you don't actually understand. And people that say, well, I've tried it for a month, that's not enough time. Like, even if you had a prescription drug that maybe took the pain away, you stop taking it and it's going to stop working too. This doesn't happen. This will be a continual process of cleaning and repairing and all of that. So yeah, I'm not convincing anybody of anything, but I do say for sure that the way that he came in with this as a direct selling company, relationship marketing, where you're talking to people you know, like Lena's a hairstylist on the side of being all the other things she is. And I could sell her, but I don't get anything for that. But I do get the benefit of seeing the results people get when they're using these patches.
And I think that's the biggest issue, is because you can't, what's the word for it? With your health, I think it has to be number one on the top of the list, because without your health, you don't have anything. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't move, you can't get out of bed, you're miserable, so your health is number one as far as I'm concerned. For me, I'm not on any prescription drugs, and I don't plan to be on any prescription drugs. I'm blessed every day, and I'm thankful for that. So for me, I'm not waiting until something severe happens to me before I start to look into something that's really going to keep me healthy. I want to do that prior, before anything, starts getting crazy, right?
Yeah. And I know for my husband, he still plays hockey. And the better condition your body is in, say you have an injury, the faster it's going to heal if you happen to do something. like have a fall or whatever, accident of any kind. And you're more likely to trip maybe when you're older and playing hockey, or lose an edge and you've been skating for years. But if you hurt yourself, it can take a long time to heal if you don't have the stamina and the resources in your body to do the repairs. So it's just something that I know I'm going to use for as long as I possibly can. And looking at aging in a different way, when you get up and you're sore, not thinking, well, yeah, of course you should be sore because you're that age. No, that's not the case. It shouldn't be the case.
Nope.
It's all of the things that they put in our products, of which what they call food, and in the products that we put on our skin, that are toxifying and breaking down our bodies. So we have to be even in better condition to deal with all that.
Well, that's another thing that adds to it. I mean, yes, these patches they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but you have to be doing what the things that you need to be doing too. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's. I mean, we say, wow, these patches are magic, but if you're doing your lifestyle change, and that's, you know, like we said, hydrating, eating proper foods, exercising, and getting the right amount of sleep. Those all play a huge role. If you continue to go through the, you know, drive-throughs and you know, you're eating junk every day, and you're not looking at, you know, what you're actually eating and putting into your body with processed foods, this is going to take a little bit longer. And it's like, you know, an engine that you're filling up every day. Are you going to fill it up with like your car? You're not going to go drive your car to the ground and not put any proper oil in it and gasoline. What do you think is going to happen to it, right? It's the same thing with us. We have to be careful of how we're treating ourselves, you know. So that's a huge thing too. So if you're looking for no change and you think you're going to throw this patch on, well, you got the wrong. This is the wrong protocol for you.
No, you want a lifestyle.
You want it, yeah.
Of health.
So I just wanted to say that as well, because, you know, it didn't work for me. Well, what are you doing? What are you up to?
Yeah. Well, that's what the pharmaceutical industry has taught people, that if you take this pill, you can still do whatever you do, because the pain won't be there. But it's not really repairing what's going on. It's just taking the pain away. And that actually could be even more detrimental, because the side effect of using our products is you're going to get better and you're going to repair and regenerate.
Yeah.
So that's a good side effect as far as I'm concerned. And some people that maybe have issues with adhesive, you can wear it on your clothing. It works with the heat and light of your body, and you can't see the light that's coming off your body.
Well, we're energy.
Yes, we're all energy.
Right.
So it's moving that. So yeah, so we will come back another time, and maybe we will focus on a specific patch and give you a little bit more information. But you're welcome to message Lena or myself, Corinne, and we can get information to you, and even videos and testimonials if that's what you'd like, to help you make a decision that could change your life forever if you choose it to.
And this company has just literally scratched the surface of what's really going on, and we really don't have enough time for that. So because there's some exciting stuff coming in the new year as well. I mean, I can't even.
Yeah. The guy, Dr. David Schmidt, he is a genius for sure.
He really is. And wow.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hope everybody is getting ready for, you know, Christmas as well. And I know everybody's getting, you know, up to that date and running around and getting everything ready. And we got
some energy in a pack.
We got some ENR sparks here, and I'm telling you.
It's going to help us.
It's going to get us through what we need to get through, and still some. So cheers to everybody, and God bless all of you, and we'll be talking to you very, very soon.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Bye-bye.